Let's get to know this realtor. He's a super successful one. Just check the stats. But more than that, he's a believer, a father, and a foster care advocate. This is Dustin Weaver. A mechanical engineer by trade, Dustin started out in real estate by helping his brother-in-law flip houses. Ultimately, this experience allowed him to make the decision his family wasn't keen on, and that was leaving engineering and jumping into real estate full-time.
So leaving what everybody pretty much considers a secure job as an engineer with a 4-year degree and all of those things, had the world in my hand, so to speak, from what my family was telling me, and yeah, didn't get a whole lot of positive feedback on that, but in the long run it definitely paid off, because now I have a family and I get to spend time with them. I still have to work a lot, but I get to choose when I work and when I spend time with my family.
Jumping into real estate full-time has proven successful, and it has also allowed him more time to spend with his family and include them in every aspect of his life.
Yeah, so when I first came up with the concept of Real Dad Realtor, I really was nervous about it. It's one of those things. I was creating my image, and I just knew that my family was important to me, and I wanted to somehow get that through to people. And I kind of thought it would flop at first, actually. I was really nervous about putting it out there. I got some negative critiques at first, but then I pushed through it, and I realized that a lot of people can really relate to that. They want somebody who is not just a workaholic, who is personal and cares, because when you care about your family, you care about others, you know how to care. And I think when they see that you're more than just your occupation, it helps to relate to that person as a person.
Dustin has been about family since the beginning in every sense of the word. Shortly after their first child, he and his wife helped out several foster children through the organization Child Help, and he remains a strong advocate.
So as far as why I would tell somebody to do that, there are so many wonderful children out there who just need somebody to love them, just need somebody to tell them that they care, and it's not easy. It is definitely not easy, and I'm never going to tell somebody that because you have to be prepared to bring these kids in your home. They've been through things that we could never imagine, and when you have someone come in, there's going to be issues, but it's worth it in the end. Every child that we've had in our home, we've been through a lot of things. We've had teenagers, we've had anger issues, we've had a lot of things, and it's all been worth it. And we see them now, and they're turning into adults, and they're functional adults, and we get to say, you know what, we loved them. We loved them and told them, showed them what a healthy family looked like, and now they get to make that decision for themselves.
Dustin was introduced to the foster community by volunteering through his church, and his church and his faith are also something that he keeps in the forefront of his everyday life.
There's a lot of scenarios where my faith comes up, and I do it deliberately. I want people to know that the reason I do the things that I do is because I feel God calling me to do things. And so if I were to eliminate that part of myself, it would be insincere. And the great thing about it is we feel like people are going to judge us, or like people are going to think we're judging them. But I've worked with so many different people, from agnostic, atheist, Muslim, anything that you can think of. And I talk to them about my faith. And it's wonderful, because when you respect other people for their ideas, they tend to respect you more for yours, and it builds these great relationships and friendships. And we don't need to shy away from that. We need to be proud of who we are, no matter what that is.
So this is Dustin Weaver, believer, father, real dad, realtor.
When people think of me, I want them to understand that my number one goal is not my paycheck. My number one goal is to give service with integrity.